Clark had 6 ace serves. She had 2 extended serving runs to help the Cougars win the first and the third sets. 2 ace serves for Lene Nielsen as she had the big service run in the fourth to bring the Cougars back. 1 ace serve for Emma Farnick, Starlet Nielsen, and Nora Kuchera. 11 ace serves for the Cougars. For North Central, 12 kills for junior middle Maya Lewis, 12 kills for freshman middle Audrey Kuchera, who was hurt right before match point for the Knights. Then it was 8 kills for Paisley Hoffman, 7 for Ireland Buell, 6 for Macy Harrington, and 1 for setter Sydney Hoffman. 3 blocks for Maya Lewis, 3 blocks for Audrey Kuchera. It was 3 ace serves for Maya Lewis, 1 each for Paisley Hoffman, Sydney Hoffman, and Miley Hoffman. Season comes to an end for North Central at 15-15. Cougars advance to tomorrow night's championship match at 12-15 on the season. It will be 2-seed Boyd County and 3-seed Ainsworth up next in the second semifinal. Tell you a late start over on FM 92 and the web tonight for Cody Gucci in Norfolk as the first match between Wisner-Pilger and Lutheran High Northeast went 5 sets in the C2-4 subdistrict, won by Wisner-Pilger 15-8 in the fifth. And Wisner-Pilger now has to take on Norfolk Catholic in another match yet tonight. Westhold and Humphrey Lindsay now over on FM 92 and the web from Norfolk Catholic High School. And at St. Mary's tonight, it is Stewart with a 2-0 lead over Santee, 25-11, 25-15. As the winner of that match gets top seed O'Neill St. Mary's tomorrow night, who defeated Chambers Wheeler Central. Well, let's award our first-class auto performances of the match here in this first semifinal and tell you when it comes to vehicle sales and service. Score more with a trip to First Class Auto on Main Street in Ainsworth. Check out a great selection that they have on the lot right now with some very clean, previously owned trucks and SUVs out there now. And if you're looking for something in particular, let Square go to work and find it for you. Give you a lot of options to choose from at First Class Auto, and if you want to do new, they can do that as well in Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. Why travel any other way when you can upgrade and save when you go? Go First Class. Performances of the match, we'll award 3 for each team tonight here in the postseason. For Niobrara Verdigris, the winner in 4 sets, it's Amber Suka, Talon Stark, and Starlet Nielsen. As Suka and Stark combine for 23 kills. Suka adds 4 blocks and a fantastic match from Starlet Nielsen in that 5-1. Not only an offensive threat with 5 kills, she had 4 ace blocks during her front row rotations along with an ace serve and handled the setting duties for this Cougar team. Great performances from Stark, Suka, and Starlet Nielsen, your performers of the match for Niobrara Verdigris. For the North Central Knights, it'll be the 2 middles, Maya Lewis and Audrey Kuchera, each with a dozen kills and 3 ace blocks. Maya Lewis added 3 ace serves. Both took over stretches of the match for the Knights despite facing double blockers on about every swing. And the other one's going to go to Paisley Hoffman tonight. Paisley with a good 6 rotation play. Ended up with 8 kills. She really caught fire in those 3rd and 4th sets and played well in the back row. So it'll be Paisley Hoffman, Maya Lewis, and Audrey Kuchera, your performances of the match for North Central. Good matches for both liberos, the freshman Miley Hoffman for the Knights and Lene Nielsen for the Cougars as well. Well, that's going to do it for semifinal number 1 as Boyd County and Ainsworth now warming up. About 11 and a half minutes away from first serve in this second semifinal of the D1-6 bracket. And could see another tightly contested match between Niobrara Valley Conference opponents. It's the Bulldogs and the Spartans next on KBRB in semifinal number 1. 4-seed Niobrara Verdigris defeats top seed North Central 25-21, 17-25, 25-20 and 25-23. We'll come back with semifinal number 2 in just a moment on KBRB.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Chippewa Vet Service, Dr. Angie Painter, brings you, specializes in reproduction ultrasound, cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Chippewa Vet Service, brings you 402-497-3574. And at groundworks.com, license number D1-6.
Dr. Cherie Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center of Ainsworth. For all your animal health care, large to small animals and family pets, Dr. Cherie Stephen with Sandhills Animal Health Care Center, located 1 mile east and 1/2 mile south of Ainsworth.
The TKA with annual bull and female sales is held the first Monday of December. We specialize in long-aged yearlings with bulls. We also offer bulls for sale at private trees in the spring. To learn more, check out our website at tka's.com.
Developmental concerns? Planning Regency 17 provides early intervention services at no cost to eligible families in Brown, Rock, Chippewa, and Cherry County to support early learning and skill development for babies and young children. Contact your local school district to learn more. I am April Good, Associate Broker with Lashley Land and Recreational Broker, specializing in farm, ranch, and recreational sales as well as residential property. With my office in Ainsworth, I'm here to help sellers and buyers like you make the most of your move. Your go-to choice for ag and industrial steelwork is Winters Millwright in Ainsworth. Evan Winters has over 2 decades of experience and an expert team who are proud to offer construction, machinery installation, maintenance, repairs, and innovative solutions.
John is a go with Solutions, a second generation nutrition first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products and everything from mineral to tube, substance, consultation, effort development program, feedstock supplier program, we can do it all. That's got to be with Student 402-358-2083.
Put your project in good hands with John Furno Construction, offering complete general contracting services, home renos, window installs, siding, roofing, decks, new builds, you name it. All on John Furno Construction at 402-382-8093.
When it comes to health care, the providers at the Ainsworth Family Clinic set a standard in quality that aims to exceed your expectations. Dr. Kenneth Wasman and nurse practitioners Jennifer Schermeyer, Hillary Goodwin, and Crystal Daly. Better never stops at the Ainsworth Family Clinic.
Are you looking to improve your health? You want more energy, lose weight, get off some of your meds, sleep better? Are you looking for an integrated approach to health care? Elizabeth Devine, nurse practitioner, is accepting patients of all ages. Learn more at divinehealthcare.net.
Madison's Great Western, west of Ainsworth, serves all your fertilizer, fuel, and propane needs. Give them a call at 387-2870. Stop by the office. Visit with Bob Maxwell. You'll find Madison's Great Western makes your fertilizer and fuel needs their #1 priority. All right, we welcome you back to Rock County High School on KBRB, AM 14, FM 106.3, and the web, kbrb.net. An exciting back and forth first semifinal. 4-seed Niobrara Verdigris with the win over top seed North Central in 4 sets. 25-21, 17-25, 25-20, and then storming back from a 17-10 deficit in the 4th to defeat the Knights and move into the Subdistrict Championship tomorrow, where the Cougars will meet the winner of the 2-3 matchup between Boyd County and the Ainsworth Bulldogs. Bulldogs come in as the 3 seed, 10-19 on the season. Boyd County, the 2 seed at 13-16. They've kind of flip-flopped between that 2-3 spot for most of the second half of the season. Boyd County coming in after losing in 5 sets to Niobrara Verdigris on Friday in the 5th place match in the Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament. Ainsworth dropped a 3-setter to North Central in the 3rd place match of the NVC. So these two teams trying to vie to see who will get to take on the Cougars of Niobrara Verdigris tomorrow evening at 6:30. Have Westholt and Humphrey Lindsay over on FM 92 and KBRB.net. The Stewart Broncos will play for a sub-district championship tomorrow against O'Neill St. Mary's as the Broncos complete the sweep over Santee 25-11, 25-15, and 25-12. It will be St. Mary's and Stewart for the D1-6 championship tomorrow night at O'Neill St. Mary's. Well, we welcome you here to our pre-match show. We're about 5 minutes away from the introduction of starters for this second semifinal between Ainsworth and Boyd County. Now being in the same conference, the Niobrara Valley Bulldogs' first year in that league. However, these two teams have not met this year. It looks like Humphrey Lindsay takes set one over West Holt. 25-21 in the 2-3 matchup of the C2-4 being played tonight at Norfolk Catholic. That one off to a slower start after a 5-setter. Wisner Pilger defeating Lutheran High Northeast in the opening round. 5 sets. So a late start for West Holt and Humphrey Lindsay. And Humphrey Lindsay takes the first set from the Huskies, 25-21. We know Stewart will play for a sub-district championship tomorrow. Now, who will join Niobrara Verdigris to play for the D1-6 title here at Rock County? Will it be the Ainsworth Bulldogs or the Boyd County Spartans? To introduce you to the starting lineup and some leading players for both teams. Lineups brought to you by Three River, your area telecommunications and technology leader. We'll start with the 3 seed, the Ainsworth Bulldogs. They are coached by Jerry Graff, assisted by Amanda Finney and Carly Krall. The Bulldogs will start at the setter position. Number 5, junior Willa Flynn at 5'9". The libero for the Bulldogs, sophomore Lily Beal, number 18. She is 5'3". She'll be in white with the red numbers and letters, while the rest of the Bulldogs are in their red uniforms with the white numbers and letters. Your hitters for Ainsworth will be number 2 on the outside, Jaylee Good, 5'9", and a junior. In the middle, number 3, Megan Jones, 5'10", and a senior. In the middle, number 7, Ava Graff, 5'10", and a freshman. On the outside, number 22, Grayson Painter, 5'9", and a junior. And on the outside, number 23, Peyton Sears, 5'5", and a freshman. Your starters for the Ainsworth Bulldogs and Coach Jerry Graff. Lineups brought to you by Three River. If you need reliable internet connections, look no further than Three River Communications. With Three River's dependable fiber internet service, it'll keep you streaming, gaming, and video messaging smoothly and stress-free. Three River also has telephone service and great cable television options. Don't settle for the ordinary when you can enjoy the extraordinary. Visit threeriver.net or give them a call at 866-569-2666. Three River, proud to support high school sports here on KBRB. Now the starting lineup for the 2 seed in this D1-6, the 13 and 16 Boyd County Spartans. The Spartans coached by Sandy Warnke, assisted by Elise Finnegan. They will start in a 6-2 system with setters Kaylee Warnke, number 2, 5'7", and a junior, and number 18, Claire Ryman, 5'6", and a senior. We'll also see a little setting from Miri Johnson, 5'6", and a freshman. Your libero, number 13, Kyla McCarthy, 5'2", and a junior. Your hitters for the Spartans will be number 3, Maisie Johnson, 5'7", and a senior. Number 6, Ashlyn Finnegan, 5'6", and a senior. Number 22, Jaylee Lechtenberg, 5'7", and a senior. And number 25, Ellie Zeisler, 5'10", and a sophomore. Those are your starters for the Boyd County Spartans. We will also likely see Madeline Brown, a 5'3" junior, in the back row. Typically also see some of Elena Luber, a 5-foot sophomore, in the back row, as well as freshman Mary Johnson. They will go deep, will Coach Sandy Warnke with her roster. For the Bulldogs, they typically stay to those starting 7 for the most part, with the libero rotating in for the 2 middles in the back row. So look at your starting lineups, brought to you by Three River. Well, for the Boyd County Spartans, they are led on the season by Maisie Johnson with 119 kills, averaging about a kill and a half per set. And then fairly balanced, Ellie Zeisler with 90 kills on the year, averaging about 1.3 per set. Kaylee Warnke with 60 kills, 71 from Ashlyn Finnegan, and 50 from Jaylee Lechtenberg. Leading server for Boyd County is Kaylee Warnke with 42 ace serves. Claire Ryman with 34 aces. Set assists, Kaylee Warnke with 179. You have 83 from Ryman, and 61 set assists on the season for freshman Mary Johnson. Kyla McCarthy, the libero, has 299 digs. Warnke with 380 digs on the season, and Ryman with 291 digs. And Maisie Johnson leads the team with 48 blocks. For the Ainsworth Bulldogs, Grayson Painter, better than 3 kills per set for this Bulldog team, has 168 on the year. Bulldogs have not updated their stats in about the last couple weeks, but Grayson averaging better than 3 kills per set. Then you have Jaylee Good and Megan Jones, both averaging about a kill and a half per set to lead Ainsworth. Beal and Painter lead the team in digs, followed by Willa Flynn. Best server on the team, Peyton Sears. She leads the team in aces, followed by Willa Flynn. And then you have Flynn with 307 set assists in the 5-1 for Coach Jerry Graff. That is a look at both teams' starting lineups and some of their stats. Lineups brought to you by Three River. We are ready to go. Boyd County in their navy blue uniforms with the silver striped sleeves, the silver numbers and letters. Libero Kyla McCarthy is in pink with the white numbers and letters and stripes. Bulldogs in their red uniforms with the white numbers and letters. All the Bulldogs wearing black sleeves for the most part. And libero Lily Beal in white with red numbers and letters. Ainsworth will go from north to south, from right to left as we call it. Boyd County from left to right, south to north. Best 3 sets out of 5. Rally scoring to 25. If we get to a 5th set, it will be a race to 15. Ainsworth at 10-19 on the season. Boyd County 13-16, trying to advance to take on 4-seed Niobrara Verdigris, who knocked off top seed North Central in the first semifinal in 4 sets. Willa Flynn will be the first server for Ainsworth, and we are ready to go in this second semifinal here from Bassett. Serve handled by the Spartans. They'll go left side. First swing for Zeisler. Touched on the block, but it falls right between Beal and Painter, who look at each other on who should have taken that dig. It was touched on the block, was diggable, but it fell right between Beal and Painter. Kill for Ellie Zeisler, and Boyd County strikes first. Jaylee Lechtenberg with the first serve. Sends it deep middle to Beal. Bulldogs out of system. Free pass across. Here come the Spartans. Warnke will set it up for Zeisler. Blocked back. Covered by the Spartans. They get it across. Ainsworth will set it up for Sears. Pokes it over the double block. Nice dig by the Spartans. Maisie Johnson. Poked across by Finnegan. Ainsworth there. Grayson Painter will set it up for Sears, who sets it deep. Right there is Claire Ryman. Zeisler with a free pass across. Played by Flynn. Would have been out of bounds. Bulldogs get a swing from Sears. Pokes it over the double block. Dug by Jaylee Lechtenberg. Good rally here at 1-0. Chased down by Painter, and the Bulldogs will get a free pass across. Spartans, they'll set it up left side, and a swing for Finnegan is dug by Grayson Painter. Jaylee Good in the middle. Pokes it left and good. What a rally early on. Won by the Bulldogs on the kill by Jaylee Good. Bulldogs just one senior on the roster, Megan Jones. The Spartans have 4. Maisie Johnson, Ashlyn Finnegan, Claire Ryman, and Jaylee Lechtenberg all starters. Back row attack for Maisie Johnson is into the net. And the Bulldogs have scored 2 in a row. Jaylee Good back to the service line. Float serve for Jaylee off the arms of Warnke and down to the stage. Jaylee Good with the ace serve for the Bulldogs. And Ainsworth a 3-1 start. These two teams meeting for the first time this season. Despite both playing in the Niobrara Valley Conference, they missed each other in the conference. Spartans were the 5 seed, Bulldogs the 6 seed. As this serve again has the Spartans in trouble, Zeisler will get a little flat-footed attack. That's dug by Willa Flynn. Bump set for Jaylee. Big swing for Painter off the block and down. Grayson Painter with the kill. And it's a 4-1 start for the Bulldogs. Ainsworth trying to get a matchup with Niobrara Verdigris tomorrow, as are the Spartans. Spartans just dropped a 5-setter to the Cougars on Friday in the 5th place match of the NVC tournament. Well, this one might have been out of bounds, played by Flynn. Grayson down the line, that one dug by Johnson. They'll set it up middle for Zeisler, sends that long, no touch at the net. Both line judges, both officials say no touch, point Ainsworth. 5-1 Bulldogs here to start the match. Jaylee Good sends another serve deep, played by Johnson. Left side swing for Finnegan. That one is long. Another misfire for Boyd County, and Windus coach Elise Finnegan used that first time out as the Bulldogs out to a 6-1 lead. Jaylee Good fires another good serve across, handled by the Spartans. Back row attack, Maisie Johnson off the tape and down. Maisie gets the kill to end the Ainsworth run. 6-2 as in comes Miri Johnson, the freshman, to play the front row. She'll replace Claire Ryman. Kaylee Warnke now rotates back to serve and will set. Serve played by Beal. Sears will set it up for Painter, who hangs in the air off the block and down. Grayson Painter, 2 early kills, and it's a 7-2 start for the Bulldogs in this neutral site match with the Spartans. Audrey Kuchera's made her way out, has ice on the left ankle as she was hurt late in that loss to Niobrara Verdigris. Swing in the middle by the Spartans is dug. Grayson Painter down the line. Kept alive on a great couple of plays by Miri Johnson and Warnke. Peyton Sears with a flip shot across. One-handed dig by Finnegan. Swing down the line for Madeline. Nope, that's not Madeline Brown. That's Finnegan with the swing. That one is dug. It was Luber with the one-handed dig. Bulldogs now have it. They go left side to Painter. A little change-up swing is off the dig of Warnke into the net. Spartans can't get to it. 3 kills for Grayson Painter. That one almost a misfire, but it served as a change-up. 8-2 Bulldogs. Serve for Jones. Backs up Luber, and it's an ace serve as it pinballs down to the floor. Kyla McCarthy back in will replace Elena Luber. 9-2 Ainsworth here in the first set. Jones rips a good serve, handled nicely by Miri Johnson. They go back to Miri. Pokes it cross court, dug by Grayson. Joust at the net is won by Ellie Zeisler over Ava Graff. Zeisler gets the kill, her second. Bulldog lead at 9-3. And now into the match returns Kyla McCarthy, replacing Zeisler. McCarthy fires a jump serve, might have been outplayed by Beal. Left side rip for Grayson. Oh, looked like it was in on the back line, but out. Yeah, that's overruled. Overruled by the chair official. I believe that's the right call, as that one was in on the back line for Grayson. 10-3 Bulldogs in the first. Chair official got a good look at that one. We did too, thought it was in. Peyton Sears, tough serve. She leads the team in aces. Handled nicely by McCarthy. Left side, here's Johnson. That one off of Jaylee Good. Kept alive by Beal, and the Bulldogs get it across. Miri Johnson will set it up for Maisie. Big rip dug by Peyton Sears. Chased down by Flynn. And the Bulldogs keep another one alive on a big rip by the Spartans. Left side, Finnegan. That one dug by Jaylee. Flynn will set it up left side for Grayson. That one is long. Point, Boyd County. Good rally again. Some great saves by Ainsworth. In comes Madeline Brown, the 5'3 junior. This Boyd County team rotates a lot of players in and out. We've already seen Luber, Mary Johnson, Madeline Brown on top of your starters. Tough serve played across the net by Jaylee Good. Here's Maisie Johnson, roll shot, dug across the net on a one-handed stab by Peyton Sears. Left side, Lechtenberg, cross court, dug across the net by Lily Beal on a dive. Back set for Mary Johnson is through the block of Painter and down. Boyd County warming up a bit now. Back-to-back points for the Spartans. It's 10-5 Ainsworth here in the opening set. 4-seed Niobrara Vertigreen knocks off top seed North Central. Tough serve for Brown. Played a good job across the net by Flynn. Boyd County pokes it back in one, and now Ainsworth will set one across. Here come the Spartans. Mary Johnson sets it up for Maisie. Off the block and the digging out. Maisie Johnson's second kill. Boyd County on a three-point run. Coach Elise Finnegan letting her team work out of that early hole. Ainsworth led by 7. Serve for Madeline Brown is into the net. First service error on either team. Ainsworth gets to double digits, leads 11-6 here in the opening set. Grayson Painter now to the service line for Ainsworth. Fires a jump serve, a bullet played across the net by Brown. Flynn handles it. Ainsworth, Jaylee Good, roll shot in the middle, dug by McCarthy, the libero. Warnke pushes left for Lechtenberg in the middle, dug by Beal. Flynn sets it up for Ava Graff, pokes it away from the block of Johnson. Spartans are there. Right side swing for Mary Johnson is off of Peyton Sears and out of bounds. Second kill for Mary Johnson. Out she will go as returning is Claire Ryman, who will now set the back row. 11-7. Spartans down 4. Ryman serve played by Beal in system. Left side swing. Jaylee Good touched on the block. Kept alive by Maisie Johnson. Poked over and down, but then, Boyd, went under the net. So that even though Boyd County touched it as Warnke went, oops, it still went under the net. So it is a kill for Boyd County. Another serve for Ryman. Back row attack. Painter is into the net. Spartans now on a run, and that 7-point early deficit has been trimmed to 2. At 11-9, Boyd County on a 7-1 run. Ryman serve played nicely by Grayson. Left side, here's Jaylee Good, pokes it away from the double block, covered by Ryman. Middle for Maisie Johnson, pokes it away from the block. Flynn is there. Sears sets it up for Jaylee Good. Swing touched on the block, dug by Madeline Brown. Jaylee Good backing up on it, but sends it long. Tough to get that ball in when you're having to retreat and take the swing kind of flat-footed as you're backing up. Got to get a lot of topspin to keep the ball in. 12-9 serve sails long for Lily Beal. First service error of the match for Ainsworth. 12-10 Bulldogs in the first. Zeisler back up front for Boyd County as Maisie Johnson to serve. She sends one long. The teams trade service errors. Ainsworth leads 13-10 here in the first set. Stewart swept Santee in the D1-6 at St. Mary's. Will play St. Mary's for a Subdistrict Championship tomorrow. Served by Flynn, handled by Ryman. They'll go to Lechtenberg. Good swing for Jaylee from the right pin, down in the middle. That's the first kill for Lechtenberg. Spartans down to 13-11. And now Lechtenberg to serve. Out goes Brown. Back in for the Spartans returns Finnegan. They rotate a lot of players. Boyd County does. Swing by Sears is dug by Ryman. Finnegan backs up on one. Dug by Grayson Painter. Jaylee Good with a big rip. Off the block of Zeisler. Dug by Warnke. Bump set for Zeisler. Roll shot picked up by Flynn way up high. Painter will set it up for Peyton Sears. Goes down the line with a set and finds a hole. Freshman Peyton Sears, she and Ava Graff, 2 first-year players who see a lot of court time for this Bulldog team as Ainsworth really doesn't rotate many people. They've got their 7 core players, and they pretty much stay on the floor as Beal subs in for the two middles. As there's an ace serve for Ainsworth. Jaylee Good with the ace. That is Jaylee's second ace as we've been through one rotation. Bulldogs lead the Spartans 15-11 here in the opening set. Jaylee, tough serve, handled up front by Warnke. Zeisler will set it up for Warnke, who has it blocked back by Painter. Bulldogs yelled out as it was pushed over by the Spartans. Beal, standing out of bounds, tried to dodge it, but it just clipped her. And Warnke will get the kill. 15-12, Warnke rotates back to serve, sends a bullet across. Flynn plays it from the front row on a nice play, but then Peyton Sears sends it into the net. Bulldog lead again cut to 2 after Ainsworth led early by 7. 15-13. Jaylee Warnke with the serve. Another bullet across. Jaylee Good chased down by Flynn on a good play. Jones takes the swing. That dug by Warnke. Mary Johnson will set it up for Zeisler. Blocked back by Painter, but pushed across on a good cover by Warnke. Here's Grayson left side. Dunks one down the line. Played by Maisie Johnson, but Warnke can't chase it down on the Spartan bench. That is the 5th first set kill for Grayson Painter. And the Bulldogs lead 16-13 here in the first. Glad to have you along, those of you listening on the Rock County Public Schools video feed of this sub-district matchup. Swing for Mary Johnson, sails long. The freshman misfires there. Bulldog lead back to 4. 17-13. Both teams have their 2 timeouts remaining. Jones, a nice serve off of Mary Johnson and to the stage. Ace serve, Megan Jones. Second ace for Jones. Thought maybe we'd see Coach Sandy Warnke take a timeout, but nope, she just came off the bench to talk to her team. This serve into the net for Jones. Second service error for the Bulldogs. Jones exits as Lily Beal back in. Beal rotates the back row for both middles, Jones and Graff. 18-14 Bulldogs. Libero Kyla McCarthy floats the serve across to Jaylee Good. Bump set by Flynn for Grayson. Sends it deep middle to McCarthy. Warnke for Maisie Johnson. Blocked back by Graff. Covered by the Spartans. Left side, Finnegan tips it over the double block. Nice diving play by Grayson. Stands up and takes a swing to the back line. What an athletic play. Grayson Painter, she dove to make the dig off the block, jumped up and leapt up and got the kill in the back corner. 19-14. Excellent play for Painter. First and third contacts, her 6th kill. Bullet serve for Sears off the tape, leads to an overpass, and Painter puts it away. 20-14, and here comes the timeout from Coach Sandy Warnke as the Bulldogs in the red zone here in the opening set. Ainsworth on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard in set 1 leads Boyd County in this sub-district semifinal from Bassett, 20-14.
Ainsworth Auto Parts is now Auto Value, located along Richardson Drive, right along East City Park. They offer oil, fluid, wax, and paint, accessories, tools, and shop supplies, as well as ag and heavy-duty parts. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts. Ainsworth Auto Parts, your Auto Value parts store.
Williams Potter Lumber Company of Ainsworth, Bassett, Stewart, Atkinson, O'Neill, Spencer, and Gregory supply all of your building needs, from the tiniest finishing nails to truckloads of lumber. Williams Potter Company, where service is a family tradition.
Ainsworth with a 20-14 lead here in set 1 behind 7 kills from Grayson Painter and 2 ace serves each from Jaylee Good and Megan Jones. Bulldogs into the red zone, lead by 6, have their top server at the line. Peyton Sears fires a bullet jump serve, played nicely though by Finnegan. Middle swing for Mary Johnson, goes off of Jaylee Good and out of bounds. Might have been questionable whether it had been in or out. Jaylee played it, and it was a bullet from Mary Johnson, her 3rd kill. Mary and Maisie each with 3. Boyd County gets the point off the timeout. Bulldog student section wearing inflatables in the spirit of Halloween. Might be a little warm for that here at Rock County tonight. Swing for Graff, cuts one cross court. Brown played it, was questionable whether it would have been in, but off the rafters, Kyle McCarthy gets it across the net. Painter with a big rip is long. Was it touched? No. Point Spartans. And Boyd County has scored 2 straight off the timeout. 20-16, Spartans down 4. Madeline Brown at the service line, 5'3" junior. Sends one into the net on the serve. Third service error for Boyd County. Ainsworth 4 away from claiming the opening set. Have a 5-point advantage. Grayson Painter to serve. Sends one down the line, played by Brown, kept alive by Johnson, and it's Maisie Johnson that gets it across. Miri on the second contact. Jaylee Good into the middle, dug by Kyla McCarthy. And now set across by the Spartans. They force Flynn to play first contact, so Jaylee rises up, swings at it, second contact, dug by McCarthy, and there's a big swing down the line from the right pin by Miri Johnson for the kill. Fourth kill for Miri to lead the Spartans. 21-17, Bulldogs by 4, trying to hang on here in the first set. Serve for Ryman is a good one. Chase down second contact. Flynn. Bulldogs can't get it across in 3. That's an ace serve for Claire Ryman, the first ace of the match for the Spartans. Boyd County within 3. Coach Jerry Graff has not used a timeout yet. She may if the Spartans score again. This serve off of Lily Beal and out of bounds. Back-to-back aces for Ryman, and here comes the timeout from Coach Jerry Graff as Boyd County 3 in a row to cut the deficit down to 2. Bulldogs on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard hanging on to a 21-19 lead here in the first set of the second semifinal of the D1-6 Subdistrict.
At West Plains Bank, we're proud to offer the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life goals. West Plains Bank in Ainsworth and Springfield, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, stop the great selection at Williams Auto Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and SquatterAutos.com.
Competitive first set. Boyd County down 2. Each team has spent a timeout. Bulldogs led 20-13. Spartans are on a 6-1 run. Serve is in for Ryman into the back wall on the play by Beal. Ace serve again for Claire Ryman. Her third ace at the line in this rotation. And Boyd County is pulled within 1 at 21-20. Another bullet serve. Beal plays this one over the net and out of bounds. They're picking on the Bulldog libero as Ryman with 4 ace serves. Tied at 21 here in the opening set. Ryman another serve deep middle. It's off of Sears and out of bounds. 5 ace serves for Ryman. 22-21. Coach Graff has already used one timeout. Spartans are on a 9-1 run. Serving in the middle, played across the net by Sears, out of bounds again. How about 6 aces for Claire Ryman? And here comes the second timeout for Coach Jerry Graff as the Spartans have rallied all the way back and now lead the first set 23-21 on 6 ace serves by Claire Ryman.
Your first choice for exceptional care is Rangeland Rehab, locations in Ainsworth and Bassett. Physical therapist Brian Doe, along with professional staff, are trained in many techniques to help improve mobility and decrease pain. For appointments, call Rangeland Rehab at 387-1600.
Thanks to Brian and the crew at Rangeland Rehab and all of our Bulldog sportscasters. Ainsworth led this first set 20-13. Spartans are on a 10-1 run. They have 6 ace serves in this rotation from Claire Ryman. And now the Spartans 2 away from stealing this first set after trailing by 7. Ryman gets the serve in, handled nicely by Sears this time. Back row attack, Grayson Painter into the middle. Dug by Ryman, doesn't want to lose that serve. Maisie Johnson off of Sears and down for the kill. And it is set point for Boyd County. Bulldogs led 20-13. It's an 11-1 Spartan run. Set point, Ryman. Serve played by Good. They go back to Jaylee. Sends it down the line. McCarthy is there. Spartans will have a swing for the set. It's Lechtenberg. Blocked back by Graff. Across the net. And nobody for the Bulldogs plays it. Graff had the block. Boyd County pushed it across the net on first contact on the save on the block. And it falls between 3 Bulldogs. And Boyd comes storming back down 20-13 and wins the first 25-21, closing the set on a 12-1 run. Spartans strike first in this best 3 of 5 match in the postseason, and this D1-6 Subdistrict winner gets 4-seed Niobrara Verdigre, who knocked off top seed North Central in 4 sets in our first semifinal. Back with set number 2 from Rock County High School after this on KBRB.
Need a project tackle? Well, get them lined up. Selburn Contracting in Ainsworth is proud to offer seamless gutters, windows and doors, flooring, decking, roofing, fencing, complete home remod, even firewood prep. Call Ty at 402-760-0985.
Allen Monuments of Ainsworth offer permanent legacies that memorialize the passing of a loved one. The monument you choose can be customized to reflect the life of your departed one. Serving you with dignity, Allen Monuments on Highway 20, Ainsworth.
Marbury Industries. No one does welding better. Chase Marbury, a multi-skilled certified tech with over 20 years experience, offers a full gamut of welding and fabrication capabilities. Have to shop in Ainsworth or on site. They're mobile. Call 307-949-0792.
Three River Communications strives to better serve their customers of North Central Nebraska with the latest fiber technology, offering up to 1 gig internet speed, high definition cable TV, and local and long distance telephone service. Three River Communications, your local service provider.
Welcome you back here on KBRB. While Humphrey Lindsay has taken a 2-0 lead over West Holt in the C2-4 Subdistrict semifinal at Norfolk. Catholic 25-21, 25-22, the 3-seed leading the 2-seed in that one. Here it's Boyd County storming back from down 7 to win the first set. Tough first serve handled nicely by Grayson Painter. Swing from Jaylee Good is dug by Ryman. Left side swing for Finnegan through the block and down. Flynn and Good had set up the double block, and Finn pinballed it through them both. Ashland's first kill. Boyd County serve from Ryman, or from Luber, might have been long. Bulldogs played it. Roll shot from Jones, dug nicely by Ryman. Here is Zeisler with a swing, dug across the net and out of bounds. Kill for Ellie Zeisler, and Boyd County is picked up right where it left off at the end of the first. Spartans close the first on a 12-1 run to go from down 7 to a 4-point win. Jaylee Good tips it over the block of Zeisler and down. Second kill for Jaylee. Grayson Painter had 7 of the Bulldogs' 9 kills in that opening set. 2 ace serves both from Jaylee Good and from Megan Jones. Bulldogs down 2-1. Tough serve from Flynn. Played nicely by Ryman. Back row attack. Maisie Johnson into the net. And the Bulldogs tie the second set at 2. Play the best of 5. If it gets to a 5th, it'll be a race to 15. Several of the North Central players have stuck around to watch the second semifinal. Setter dump try by Warnke is put away on first contact. Great reflexes, Megan Jones. Warnke tried to set it behind her head and over for the dump. Jones jumped up, pounded it home. First kill for Megan. And Ainsworth has scored 3 straight to take a 3-2 advantage here in the second. Ainsworth led 20-13 in the first, but the Spartans rallied. Good short serve for Flynn's an ace. In front of the diving Elena Luber. Ace serve for Flynn has Ainsworth on a 4-point run. 4-2 Bulldogs. Winner gets Niobrara Verdigre, the 4-seed tomorrow night. Serve played across the net by Zeisler. Here is Jaylee Good, pokes it away from the block of Zeisler, dug by Warnke. Finnegan backing up on it, sends it across to Painter. Left side, here's Jones. Good cross-court ripping down. Megan Jones, 2 early kills in the second set after she did not record a kill in the first. The lone senior in the Bulldog roster. 5-2 Ainsworth. Tough serve, Flynn. Nice play by Luber to keep it alive. Zeisler pokes it away from the block, but out of bounds. Ainsworth on a 6-point run. Bulldogs lead 6-2. Ainsworth grabbed an early lead in set one, only for Boyd County to fight back, get it within two at 11-9. Ainsworth got it out to 7 at 20-13, but the Spartans rallied. Boyd County pokes one over. Warnke off of Flynn and into the stands. Kaylee Warnke gets her second kill, and the Spartans in the 6-point Ainsworth run. Ryman out as Mary Johnson returns for the Spartans. Warnke to the service line, sends one deep middle, off the arms of Good and into the stands. Ace serve, Kaylee Warnke. 6 ace serves for Claire Ryman in that big run for Boyd County to close out the first set. Bulldogs lead 6-4 here in the second. Warnke fires a tough serve across, handled nicely by Painter. Bulldogs will go back to Jones. Big rip, Doug, though, on a great play by Luber. Tip shot is saved by Sears. Jones touched on the block, dug by Johnson. Back set for Mary Johnson, touched on the block. Painter is there. Flynn sets it up middle for Jaylee Good, and that's down. Jaylee Good with her third kill. The Bulldogs lead 7-4 in the second. Niobrara Verdigre rallied in the fourth set to close out North Central after the Knights had a lead. In the fourth, trying to force a fifth. Flat-footed swing for Finnegan is dug off the rafters and across the net. Bulldogs get it to keep it alive. Zeisler blocked back by Jones. Kept alive by the Spartans. They'll get a free pass across, but it's out of bounds by Finnegan. Ainsworth with the point. Good reaction play by Willa Flynn to keep that one alive. Ainsworth leads 8-4 in the second, down a set. Jaylee Good with the jump serve, picked up by Maisie Johnson. They go middle for Finnegan. She sends it long. Point Bulldogs, and now an early timeout for Coach Sandy Warnke this time. She let her team work through it early in set one, didn't take a timeout till it was 20-13 Bulldogs. After that timeout, Boyd County scored 12 with a final 13 points to win the first. Bulldogs lead 9-4 in the second on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, down a set to the Spartans.
Maintain and enhance a beautiful lawn with Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth. Jerry and Norma Paulson. Mowing, lawn cleanup, power raking, aerating, fertilizing, and spraying. They provide free estimates. References gladly given. Paulson's Lawn Service of Ainsworth.
For prescriptions and all your over-the-counter, feel better favorites, come to the pharmacy you know and trust. Ainsworth Pharmacy on Main Street. Because keeping you healthy is their top priority. Make sure to check out the Facebook page for open hours.
9-4 Ainsworth leading in the second, down a set to Boyd County. Niobrara Verdigre knocked off number 1 seed North Central in 4 sets in our first semifinal. Westholt down 2 sets to Humphrey Lindsay in the C2-4 semis at Norfolk Catholic. Out of system for the Spartans on the serve receive, but then the Bulldogs overpass it, but into the net goes Ellie Zeisler trying to play the overpass. Ainsworth gets the point off the timeout and leads by 6 at 10-4. Jaylee Good, another serve. Big run here for the Bulldogs, played by Johnson. Right side, Zeisler off the block, kept alive by Sears and Flynn, and it's going to be into the net. Saved by Boyd County. They get it across the net. Luber to keep it alive. Bulldogs go to Grayson. Big rip off the tape and down. 8 kills for Grayson Painter, her first here in the second set as she moves up front. The Bulldogs lead the second 11-4. Jump serve, Jaylee Good. Handled by Warnke. It's a joust, won by Zeisler. Zeisler gets the kill on the joust, her fourth. So it's 4 for Maisie Johnson, 4 for Mary Johnson, 4 for Ellie Zeisler. Kyle McCarthy jump serve. After the run for Ainsworth ended 11-5. Sears sends it down into the corner. Nice save by Warnke. Poked across by Mary Johnson. Beal is there. They go back to Grayson left side into the deep middle to McCarthy saves it. Free pass across to the Bulldogs. Beal there. Flynn right back to Grayson. Rips that one down again. Grayson loaded up on that one. Her 9th kill. Nobody else on either side with more than 4. 12-5 Bulldogs in the second. Tough serve, Megan Jones, handled nicely by McCarthy, way up high. Left side, Maisie Johnson through the double block, kept alive by Graff. Bulldogs give another swing to Painter, through the double block, and good. Grayson already into double figures. 13-5, Bulldogs with a lead here in set two, down a set to the Spartans. Coach Sandy Warnke's already used one timeout. Serve for Jones, played nicely again by Kyla McCarthy. Right side, Finnegan is into the tape. 4 contacts on the Spartans. Another Ainsworth point. Coach Warnke looks up at the scoreboard wondering when to take that second timeout. 14-5, Ainsworth by 9. Good serve, Jones again, handled by Finnegan. They'll go to Mary Johnson. Tips it away from the double block and down in front of a diving Megan Jones. Mary Johnson, the first player to 5 kills for Boyd County, and it ends another Bulldog run. 14-6, Ainsworth, no lead safe. The Bulldogs led 20-13 in the first, gave up a 12-1 run to close. Madeline Brown, tough side spinning serve, handled nicely by Grayson Painter. Backset it for Sears through the double block. One-handed stab by Maisie Johnson to keep it alive. McCarthy across the net on a dive. Big rip for Painter again is good as it goes off Warnke into the back wall. 11 kills, Grayson Painter. We're only in set number 2. Bulldogs lead 15-6 and now have their top server on the season, Peyton Sears, running under a jump serve. Heavy serve, handled nicely by Mary Johnson, way up toward the rafters. It'll lead to a free pass. Bulldogs are there. Grayson Painter on second contact, rips it into the middle, dug by Warnke. Lechtenberg loads up and sends one deep from the left pin. Ainsworth with a 10-point lead here in the second set, trying to erase all hope for the Spartans after they rallied from down 7 in the first. Sears, this serve into the net. Third service error by the Bulldogs. Spartans with 3. The Ainsworth lead is 9. Back in returns Claire Ryman. She had the big service run for Boyd County in the first set to bring him back with 6 aces. Sends a bullet across to Painter. Bump set by Flynn. Graff sends it across, and it's into the tape, actually, instead of the block. 4 contacts on Ainsworth. 2 straight for the Spartans. Boyd County down 8. But here is their most dangerous server, Claire Ryman. Fires this one across to Jaylee Good. Bulldogs out of system. Graff sends one deep and just long. Out of system swing for Ava Graff, and that one long. 3 straight for the Spartans. 16-9. Ryman, another tough serve, handled nicely by Beal. They'll set it up for Grayson in the middle. That one dug by Ryman. Here's Maisie Johnson off the block and down, and here come the Spartans again. 4 in a row for Boyd County. They love this rotation with Claire Ryman serving. 16-10, serves it down the line off of Jaylee Good and into the stands. That is 7 ace serves from Claire Ryman, and here comes the timeout from Coach Jerry Graff as the 10-point Bulldog lead is cut in half, and the Ainsworth Bulldogs cannot get out of this rotation with Claire Ryman serving. She has 7 aces, and the Spartans now down by 5 in the second after coming back to win the first, 25-21.
Country Fabrics and Crafts of Valentine specializes in baby lock and simplicity sewing machines and sergers. For fabrics, notions, thread, yarn, zippers, trim, and patterns, head to Country Fabrics and Crafts in Valentine. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth is your best choice for diesel truck and big rig repairs. Janet and crew provide long-lasting repair work that stands up to the demands placed on your heavy-duty equipment. Dependable service, repairs done right. Frontier Diesel of Ainsworth.
Big thanks to Bruiser and crew. Frontier Diesel bringing you the broadcast on KBRB and all of our Bulldog sportscasters. You heard from our North Central sportscasters. In the first semifinal, off the timeout serve played by Painter, sends Flynn scrambling. Graff with another flat-footed swing. That's 3 hitting errors on freshman Ava Graff in this rotation. And the Spartans have scored 6 in a row from 16-12. It's tightening up, 16-6 to 16-12. This serve played by Painter. Bulldogs Go to Graff again. Cross court poke shot dug by Brown. Left side, Jaylee Lechtenberg into the middle, dug by Jaylee Good. Bulldogs set it up for Painter. Blocked back, and it's Maisie Johnson with the first ace block of the match. 7 straight for the Spartans, and just like the first set in this rotation, Boyd County has come roaring back from a big deficit. Serve down the line, played by Jaylee Good. They go to Grayson in the middle. This one dug by Ryman. Doesn't want to lose that serve. Jaylee Lechtenberg touched on the block off of Beal and down. Jaylee Lechtenberg, and the run is 8 straight for Boyd County. Coach Jerry Graff has already used one timeout. Coach Sandy Warnke had to burn one early as the Bulldogs build a big lead. 2-point second set. Serve handled by Grayson. They go back to Painter. Cuts it left. Dug by Ryman. Here's Maisie Johnson. Pushes left. Flynn is there. They'll set it up for Willa, who sets one deep to Ryman. Warnke goes for Jaylee Lechtenberg into the middle. Dug by Peyton Sears on a nice play. Flat-footed swing, Grayson Painter. Brown is there for the dig. Bump set it for Warnke into the middle. Painter there. Big rally here at 16-14. Painter with a big rip as it goes off the block, up into the rafters and down. Bulldogs needed to get out of that rotation, get Ryman off the line, and they finally do with a kill from Grayson Painter. Her 12th, but the Bulldog 10-point lead is now just 3. 17-14, tough serve from Painter, played nicely by Ryman. They'll go to Jaylee Lechtenberg, and her swing is into the net. Bulldogs answer with back-to-back points after the 8-point Spartan run tightened up this second set. 18-14 Ainsworth. Jump serve for Painter, a beauty. Diving play to save it by Brown. Roll shot by Warnke, dug across the net. Lechtenberg can't put it away. Set deep by Flynn. Ryman is there. They'll go to Maisie Johnson with a dunk from the middle. Maisie with her 6th kill. 18-15. What a game of momentum that volleyball is. Bulldogs had it all up 16-6. It's now 18-15. Serve played across the net by Lily Beal on a tough serve. Setter dump try by Warnke is into the net. Ainsworth back to a 4-point advantage. Jones up front. Beal to the service line. Out goes Ava Graff. Ainsworth 19-15 in the second, down a set. Winner gets 4-seed Niobrara Verdigris. Tomorrow night here in Bassett. Swing by Ellie Zeisler is dug by Sears. Sent down the line out of the back row from Grayson Painter off the dig and out. 13 kills for Painter and the Bulldogs again, the first to the red zone. They led 20-13 in set 1. The Spartans rallied with a 10-1 run to close the set. Coach Sandy Warnke spins her second timeout as the Bulldogs lead the second 20-15 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
When you need expert electrical service, call on Travis Electric of Ainsworth. Travis Electric provides installation, repair, rewiring, maintenance, and upgrades for residential, commercial, farm, and ranch applications. Timely, reliable, professional, and courteous service. Travis Electric, 402-382-3280.
This is Carrie Hess with Folius Insurance Group. Livestock Risk Protection, or LRP, is a federally subsidized insurance product that protects against the decline in price over an insurance period for fed cattle, feeder cattle, swine. To learn more, call me at 402-340-0567.
Big thank you to Carrie and all of our Bulldog sportscasters bringing you the broadcast this evening on KBRB and all of our fall and winter sports as we follow the Bulldogs. 20-15, Ainsworth leading Boyd County. Spartans are out of timeouts. Lily Beal to serve with the Bulldogs up 5 and into the red zone. Bullet serve handled nicely by Madeline Brown. Push it left for Ellie Zeisler. Serve wing is long from the left pin. And Ainsworth has reached its point total from set 1 with a 6-point lead, 21-15. Bulldogs trying to close out the second. Another side spinning tough serve from Beal. Left side Zeisler tight to the net, but wipes it off the block of Flynn and good. And down, smart play by Ellie Zeisler as she was trapped at the net on that set. The double block there, and Zeisler just swiped it left off the block of Flynn and out of bounds. Serve handled by Flynn, but nobody can reach second contact. And that's an ace serve for Boyd County's Jaylee Lechtenberg, and the Spartans not out of it yet. 21-17. Boyd County within 4. Lechtenberg serve into the net. Big miss there for Jaylee as she'll come out. Back in comes Elena Luber. Again, Boyd County uses a lot of different players for Coach Sandy Warnke. 22-17, Bulldogs by 5. Flynn with the serve. Tough short one played by Luber. Bump set it, but it'll lead to a free pass by Finnegan. Painter is there. Flynn sets it up for Jaylee. Good. Big rip for Jaylee. Dug by Ryman. It's going to lead to a net violation on the block attempt by Boyd County's Ellie Zeisler, and Ainsworth with the net violation is within 2 of claiming set number 2 as Megan Jones wiping up a wet spot there after a couple of Bulldog bodies hit the deck a couple of points ago in the middle. Ainsworth 23-17. Flynn, tough short serve. It's an ace in between Ryman and Finnegan. An ace serve for Willa Flynn, her second of the set, and the Bulldogs have set point at 24-17. Trying to even it up at a set apiece. Flynn, tough serve. Played by Johnson. They'll set it up left for Finnegan. Cross-court attack. Beal is there. Bulldogs back set for Sears. Touched on the block. Dug by Ryman. Warnke for Zeisler. Pokes it across. Grayson Painter right there for the dig. Jones, cross-court attack. One-handed stab. Spartans can't keep it alive. Jones with the kill, and the Bulldogs have squared it at a set apiece here in the D1-6 Subdistrict semifinal. Boyd County rallied to win the first after the Bulldogs had a big lead. Ainsworth puts it away in the second. 25-17. We'll play the best of 3, tied at a set apiece in the D1-6 semis from Rock County. Winner trying to advance to take on Niobrara Verdigris. We're back with set 3 after these messages.
Get the good stuff at Buckle Automotive, your Napa store on Main Street in Ainsworth. We carry a complete line of passenger car and light truck parts, as well as heavy-duty truck parts for the big rigs used on your farm or ranch. Buckle Automotive in Ainsworth, one call, that's all.
Yours Dramatic by Lindsay dealer offers replacement parts for any brand of pivot, installation and training, superior service when you need it.
Your local Dramatic by Lindsay dealer is Ainsworth Electric Motors, located just 1 mile east of Ainsworth on Highway 20. Call 387-1071.
Get your game on at Palmer and Boulder and Boutique. You can get your Bulldog gear here. Not just for students, we have all fans covered, including parents and grandparents. Bulldog Pride is kind of a really big deal at your locally owned hometown boutique on Main Street in Ainsworth.
This is Dave Sears, Ag-Owner for Homestead Bank. The ag makers and most companies understand the risks and rewards of farming and ranching. We can help you lift your heads and plan for a season of success. Stop in and call to visit one of our experienced bankers to start your Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
Get your smile on. At Ainsworth Family Dental, Dr. Mackenzie Owen and dental hygienist Renee Hansmeyer, along with their friendly staff, always strive for one common goal, to help their patients achieve and maintain a beautiful, healthy smile.
Locally owned and operated since 1953. Nelson Furniture, Main Street in Valentine, where more than the price is right. You'll find a great selection, personal service, and all the elements that make your house a home. Delivery available and financing available to qualified buyers at Nelson Furniture, Valentine. Todd Flynn Law Office, PCLLO in Ainsworth, 382-3420. When you need legal assistance, whether for personal, business, or farm and ranch concerns, call Todd Flynn Law Office, PCLLO, 402-382-3420 in Ainsworth. Todd Flynn Law Office bringing you the broadcast here on KBRB and all of our Bulldog sportscasters. A thanks to you here at Rock County. We are now the best of 3 as the teams are tied at 1 set each. Ainsworth had a 20-13 lead in the first. Boyd County went on a 12-1 run to close out the first set, win 25-21. Nothing doing in the second set as Ainsworth put it away, 25-17. So we'll play the best of 3 now with the teams tied at a set apiece. We do get to a fifth set, it'll be a race to 15. Niobrara Verdigris has defeated North Central tonight by the count of 25-21, 17-25, 25-20, 25-23. The 4 seed moves on. We'll take on the winner of this match tomorrow night at 6:30 here at Rock County. All right, we're ready to go with set number 3. The Bulldog student sections brought the inflatables along for Halloween-themed week. Boyd County, the good student section showing as well. We're ready to start the 3rd set. Willa Flynn and the red-clad Bulldogs going right to left, north to south, sends the jump serve across, and Ellie Zeisler's swing from the left pin is into the net. Ainsworth takes the first point of set number 3. Spartans in their two-tone navy blue and silver uniforms with the tiger striped sleeves, blue jerseys, blue trunks, and silver numbers and letters. Flynn with the jump serve across to Ryman. Lechtenberg will set it up for Warnke. This one dug by Beal. Jaylee Good in the middle, pokes it over the block and finds the campfire in the middle. Jaylee Good's 4th kill. Grayson Painter leads all players with 13 kills through 2 sets. Boyd County led 6 from Maisie Johnson, 5 apiece for Mary Johnson and Ellie Zeisler. Jump serve Flynn off of Finnegan. Chased down by the Spartans. Can they get third contact across? No. It's an ace serve for Willa Flynn. She had 2 aces in the 2nd set. Gets one here to give the Bulldogs a 3-0 lead to start the 3rd. Ainsworth's got out to hot starts in each of the 3 sets. Serve handled by Johnson. Swing for Lechtenberg goes off of Flynn into the back wall. Kill for Jaylee Lechtenberg, her 3rd of the match. Gets the Spartans on the board here in set 3. Tied at a set apiece. Ainsworth and Boyd County. Lechtenberg serve played across the net by Beal. Zeisler can't put it away as the Bulldogs keep it alive and get it across in 3. Back row of swing for Maisie Johnson is into the net. Great couple plays there by the Bulldogs, pinballing it around to get a free pass across on the first contact swing by Ellie Zeisler on the overpass serve. Bulldogs get the point, lead 4-1. Tough serve, Jaylee Good. Poked over in 2 by the Spartans. Bulldogs there. Painter into the middle. Nice dig by Luber. Left side swing for the Spartans. Sails long for Finnegan. Ainsworth jumps out to a 5-1 lead in the 3rd. Spartans have fallen behind in every set. Serve played by Luber. They'll go middle for Ellie Zeisler. Roll shot. One-handed stab to save it by Beal. Bulldogs get it across. Great plays by Flynn and Sears. Left side Finnegan roll shot. Dug by Flynn. Bump set by Beal. Sears down the line is wide. That bump set by Beal really tight to the net. Sears raced up on it. Tried to one-handed get it in bounds. Couldn't save it. Goes out of bounds on the far side. Error, 5-2 Bulldogs in the 3rd. Serve for Warnke, a good one, handled nicely by Beal. Swing for Painter is dug by Warnke. Free pass across to the Bulldogs. Flynn will set it up for Jones through the tape and down. Megan Jones with her 4th kill. Humphrey Lindsay has swept the Westhold Huskies 25-21 in the 3rd. That means St. Mary's tomorrow night for the Stewart Broncos and the St. Mary's Cardinals. Tip try by Mary Johnson's kept alive by Ainsworth, but then Ava Graff swings it into the net. Ava's had a tough time tonight. Hits that one into the net. 6-3. Bulldogs up by 3. McCarthy serve handled by Good, but Flynn can't get to second contact, and that's an ace for Kyla McCarthy. 9 aces for the Spartans, 10 aces for the Spartans. 7 of those, though, from Claire Ryman. 6-4, Bulldog lead. McCarthy, tough serve off of Jaylee Good. What a play by Grayson Painter to keep it alive. Flynn gets it across. Left side, here's Finnegan. Tips it away from the lock. Grayson there for another dig. Pushed over in 2 by Sears. Here comes Boyd County. Mary Johnson sets up Maisie. Bulldogs can't quite keep that one alive. Grayson made another valiant effort And Grayson a little slow to get up. Don't know if she hurt a hand, but that's 3 plays hitting the deck. Grayson Painter. That's a kill for Maisie Johnson for the Spartans. McCarthy's serve is into the net. 5th service error by the Spartans. The Bulldogs lead the 3rd set by 2, 7-5, tied at a set apiece. Peyton Sears to the service line, one of 2 freshmen starting for the Bulldogs. Bullet serve goes off of Luber and out of bounds. Ace serve for Peyton Sears. That's the 8th ace of the match for Ainsworth. First for Sears. 8-5 Bulldogs in the 3rd. Tied at a set apiece. Winner gets Niobrara Verdigris. Another tough serve handled by McCarthy. Bump set for Maisie Johnson. What a rip! Fastball there from the 5'7" senior. Her 8th kill and out of system. She roped that one. Bulldog lead 8-6. As to the service line goes Ashlyn Finnegan. Sends it across to Beal. Nice serve received. Graff with the swing. That's off the antenna. Point Spartans. 8-7. Boyd County trails now by just 1. Finnegan's serve floats it across to Beal. Bulldogs out of system. Painter will set it up for Flynn, who pokes it over. Spartans are there. Warnke sets it up for Maisie Johnson. Throws it off the double block and down. 9 kills for Maisie. Tied at 8 here in the 3rd. Boyd County on a rally. Has scored 3 straight. Maisie Johnson now with 9 kills to lead the Spartans. Painter with 13 to pace the Bulldogs. Bullet serve. Grayson handles it perfectly. They set up Grayson. Roll shot in the middle is dug by Warnke. They'll set it up for Lechtenberg. Big swing into the back line. 4 kills, Jaylee Lechtenberg, and Boyd County claims the lead on a 4-point run. 9-8 Spartans here on a neutral site at Rock County as that short serve catches the net. Out will go Finnegan. 6th service error on the Spartans. All square at 9 as Madeline Brown returns for Boyd County. A lot of substitutions for Coach Sandy Warnke's lineup. Grayson Painter rips a tough jump serve. Brown just in, handles it beautifully. Swing for Maisie Johnson is good. Finds the corner. Maisie into double figures with 10 kills. Now Ryman in to serve as out goes freshman Miri Johnson. And there are a lot of rotations for Boyd County front row, back row. Ryman serve handled by Beal. Flynn sets it up for Grayson Painter out of the back row. Swing dug by McCarthy. Back set for Warnke, dug by Grayson. Left side, Jaylee Good pokes it over the double block. Ryman is there. Maisie Johnson, dug by Peyton Sears, pushed over and 2 by Flynn. Boyd County has it, back to Maisie. This one dug by Grayson Painter on a good play. Down the line, Jaylee Good, dug by McCarthy, up through the rafters, kept alive by Ryman and poked over by Johnson. Here comes Ainsworth, back row for Grayson, cuts it right, dug by Madeline Brown. Long run at 10-9 Spartans. Big rip for Lechtenberg, kept alive by Beal and Sears. Back to Boyd County, swing for Warnke is good. Longest rally of the match. Ended on a Kaylee Warnke kill from the right pin. Both teams having to wipe up spots on the floor after bodies on the deck everywhere. That was a great rally, both sides. Point goes to the Spartans, 11-9, Boyd County in the 3rd. Spartans rallied from down 7 late to win the first. Ainsworth dominated the second by 8. Serve handled by Beal. Left side swing, Jaylee Good. Block back covered by Beal on a great play. Back row for Grayson. Sends one across. Dug by Ryman. Setter dump try by Warnke. Kept alive by Sears. Poked over by Flynn. Here's Jaylee Lechtenberg in the middle. Nice play by Beal and Painter. One of them kept it alive. Cross-court attack, Jaylee Good. Dug by Lechtenberg. Here is Johnson in the middle. Grayson Painter there. Bulldogs keep it alive, but can't reach third contact. That's a kill for Maisie Johnson. She has 11. And a timeout taken by Coach Jerry Graff as the Spartans, down 8-5, are on a 7-1 run to take a 12-9 lead in the third, tied at a set apiece. Timeout Ainsworth, with the Spartans up 3 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
A plumber who shows up in a flat? Call on Rival Plumbing. From annoying drips to new construction, septic tank install to emergency calls. You just want someone experienced, reliable, and honest. Don Davis and his crew show up. Call 402-760-0450.
Jones Salvage of Ainsworth, proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics, has new steel and windbreak steel available, tractors and vehicles, and pays competitive prices for scrap iron, vehicles, and farm machinery. Call Tom at 402-382-8004 or Willie at 402-382-8784. Grain movement and marketing. For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. They have a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Visit with Brad Wilkins at Pride Grain. They're proud to be a supporter of local athletics.
Big thanks to crew at Pride Grain, Brad and Company, bringing you the broadcast on KBRB. Off the timeout, serve played by Lily Beal. Jaylee Good pokes one over the double block, but covered by Ryman. Here's a big swing from Maisie Johnson. Oh, that should have been in. That was in on the corner. Oh, everybody missed it. Coach Warnke saw it. We saw it here. That was in on the back corner, but the Bulldogs will get the break. Tough break there for the Spartans. Bulldogs get the point off the timeout. 12-10, serve for Beal in the net. They say ball don't lie, and Spartans lost a point on a kill that would have been in. Called out, but then Beal serves it into the net. Fourth service error for Ainsworth. Spartans lead 13-10. Maisie Johnson, tough serve, handled perfectly by Grayson Painter. Left side, Jones, blocked back, covered by Grayson, but nobody can reach second contact. That's an ace block for Ellie Zeisler. And the Spartans lead the third set by 4, 14-10, tied at a set apiece. This D1-6 Subdistrict semifinal, tough serve. Bulldogs get to it and get it across. Here come the Spartans. Left side, Jaylee Lechtenberg. Dug by Painter. Good play by Flynn to keep it alive. Willa looks spent. She's racing all over the floor. Zeisler pokes one over. Beal there. This time Flynn gets to kind of stand in one spot. Gets a swing for Jaylee Good. That one dug by Maisie Johnson. Tied to the net for Ellie Zeisler. Brought up one-handed by Willa. And a free pass across. Here come the Spartans again up 4. Ryman back sets it for Warnke. Goes down the line. Beal with the dig. Left side, Megan Jones blocked out of bounds. Are they going to say tape or block? The chair official says off the tape instead of off the block. That's such a bang-bang play on whether those tight swings hit the tape or hit the block. So they'll say hitting error on Ainsworth, and the Spartans have opened up a 5-point lead in the third. Maisie Johnson, bullet serve, played beautifully again by Grayson Painter. Swing by Jaylee Good is off the dig and into the antenna. Jaylee picks up kill number 5 and ends the Boyd County run. Well, Humphrey Lindsay ends the season for Westhold in the C2-4 semifinals, 25-21, 22-21. Huskies' fall season is over. Left side swing, Zeisler cross court is wide. Back-to-back points for the Bulldogs, 15-12. Ainsworth down 3. Been through one rotation. Willa Flynn to the service line. Serve down the line, tough one, but played beautifully across the net by Warnke. Boyd County keeps it alive again. 2 fantastic defensive plays for the Spartans. And now blocked back by Zeisler on the swing by Good. Ellie Zeisler, the ace block to finish it, but 2 fantastic defensive sequences there for the Spartans on what looked like they were going to be sure points for Ainsworth. This serve played across the net by Beal. Boyd County there. Left side, here is Finnegan off the block, dug by Painter. Back row attack, Grayson into the campfire. Diving play made by Warnke. Zeisler through the block and down, and now the Spartans with the momentum, leading 17-12. Coach Jerry Graff has spent one timeout. Her team is down 5. Server Lechtenberg catches the tape. Played by Grayson. Right side swing, Jaylee Good down the line. Dug by Maisie Johnson. Back set it for Warnke. Big rip. What a play by Painter to keep it alive. But the Bulldogs can't quite sneak it over the net. A kill by Warnke is her fourth. Spartans by 6, 18-12. Lechtenberg shoots one in on the back line. Bulldogs let it go, thought it'd be long, and it's instead a Jaylee Lechtenberg ace serve. And Coach Jerry Graff has to spend her final timeout of the set, with the Spartans now leading on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard in set 3, 19-12, tied at a set apiece in this D1-6 Subdistrict semifinal.
Stop in and see Mike Strad, your State Farm insurance agent on Main Street in Ainsworth for all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. That's State Farm Insurance on Main Street in Ainsworth. Good service at a good price. See Mike Strad, your State Farm insurance agent in Ainsworth. Before you head out to your next destination, fuel up at Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth. And while in, make sure to fuel your body up with select sandwiches, snacks, candies, and beverages. They also have gift cards, too. Yogi's Place, Highway 20 in Ainsworth, is open Monday through Saturday. Go ahead and improve with Tim's Construction of Ainsworth. Additions, kitchens, bathrooms, roofing, drywall, window replacement, siding, even custom-built homes start to finish. Call Tim's Construction of Ainsworth for a free, no-obligation quote at 402-760-0162.
Off the Bulldog timeout, serve a good one for Jaylee Lechtenberg. It's overpassed and put away by Ashlyn Finnegan. Started with the tough serve from Lechtenberg. The serve receive over the net. Finnegan puts it away, 20-12. Spartans in the red zone, and there's an ace off of Lily Beal, and it's a third ace serve for Jaylee Lechtenberg in the match. 21-12. Spartans in control here in the third, trying to go up 2-1. This serve off of Grayson Painter and under the net. Back-to-back aces for Lechtenberg. Coach Graff out of timeouts. The Spartan lead swells to 10. 22-12. The serve handled by Painter. Bulldogs back set for Jaylee Good down the line. One-handed stab by Maisie Johnson to keep it alive. And the Spartans get it across. Flynn has to play first contact. Good sets it up for Sears. Cross-court attack dug by Ryman. Middle for Zeisler, down in the back line. Ellie Zeisler, 7 kills. 23-12. All Spartans here in the third, trying to go up 2-1. This serve might have been long. It's played by Painter. It's another ace. Mirror of the first set when the Spartans got on a big run from Claire Ryman. This time it's Jaylee Lechtenberg up to 5 ace serves. The Spartans with 14 as a team. This serve handled by Painter. Jones trying to end the run. Dug by Lechtenberg up off the rafters. Played by Warnke. Zeisler gets it across. Bulldogs go back to Jaylee Good into the campfire and down. 6 kills for Jaylee Good on set point. Spartans 24-13. Bulldogs save the first set point, but a mountain of them to come. Jaylee Good, serve down the line, handled by Ryman. Warnke sets it up for Zeisler, dunks it, and a net violation, though, for Zeisler. That set tight to the net, and Zeisler's momentum carried her into the net. Bulldogs save a second set point. 24-14. If nothing else, Ainsworth trying to build a little momentum for set 4. Spartans 1 away from taking a 2-1 lead. Back row swing, Maisie Johnson is long. Ainsworth saves 3 set points. Still 9 more to go, 24-15. Jaylee Good fires another serve over, handled by Johnson. Warnke pushes left for Finnegan. Down the line and good off the dig attempt by Willa Flynn. Ashlyn Finnegan the kill, and the Spartans take a 2-1 lead. 25-15 in the third. Boyd County wins the first. 25-21 after being down 20-13. Ainsworth dominates the second, 25-17, but the Spartans equally as dominant in the third, 25-15. We'll come back with the 4th set. Bulldogs trying to keep their season alive and force a 5th. Spartans trying to close it out in 4 and get a rematch of last Friday night's 5th place Niobrara Valley Conference Tournament match, as Niobrara Verdigris defeated North Central in 4 sets in the first semifinal. It's Boyd County up 2-1 over Ainsworth with set four on the way next.
No overpriced lawn services, no headache. Call on Step Lawn Care in Ainsworth. Grant Stack offers underground sprinkling systems, landscaping services, mowing, dethatching, seasonal cleanup, and more. Call or text 402-760-1808.
Homer Law Group, LLC, attorney at law in Ainsworth. They focus on you, the client, with complete legal services and with reasonable fees. Call Palmer of Palmer Law Group, LLC, 121 East 2nd Street, a member of the KBRB Sportscasters Club.
Book a stay at Ainsworth's award-winning Roadway Inn, offering a wide range of amenities and perks, including a delicious breakfast to get the day started off on the right foot, pool, cozy clean rooms, and so much more. Book online or call 402-387-1050.
Local news personalized with pictures. The Ainsworth Star-Journal, serving the community for more than 140 years. To subscribe or for assistance in promoting your business, contact the Ainsworth Star-Journal at 387-2844.
Join those who have not only found relief from pain, but a pathway to wellness with Finish Line Chiropractic. They're proud to offer chocolate tooth regeneration at the Colonial office and in Bassett at the Rock County Hospital on Tuesdays. For appointments, go to finishlinehealth.com.
Buckley Steel of Ainsworth, Rain System Construction, Millwright Services, Wire Repair and Support, Crane and Bucket Truck Services, and Design Planning. Consulting from the respected leader in the ag industry, Buckley Steel, 387-0347.
Welcome you back here on KBRB AM 14 FM 106.3, KBRB.net. Season on the line for the Ainsworth Bulldogs. They trail the Boyd County Spartans 2-1 in this second D1-6 Subdistrict semifinal. Niobrara Verdigris, a 4-set winner over North Central, awaits the winner of this match. West Holt's season comes to an end in a 3-set sweep at the hands of 3-seed Humphrey Lindsay in Norfolk tonight. Humphrey Lindsay awaits the winner of Norfolk Catholic and Wisner Pilger. Tough serve to start the fourth. It's overpassed and put away by Ellie Zeisler. 8th kill for Zeisler, but it started with a strong serve for the Spartans once again. Elena Luber this time. Doesn't go as an ace for Elena, but it leads to the point on the overpass and the kill from Zeisler. This one sent long as Peyton Sears dodges out of the way. Service error number 7 on the Spartans, but Boyd County has 14 service aces. Ainsworth with 8 aces and just 4 errors. Good serve for Flynn. Ryman chased down by Warnke and put over in 3, but finding a hole is Finnegan. Just set it across, but right into the middle of the floor. 4 Bulldogs looked at it, couldn't get it. Finnegan gets her 4th kill. 2-1 Boyd County in the 4th. If the Spartans win, they'll rematch Niobrara Verdigris tomorrow. That was a 5-setter won by the Cougars on their home floor in the NVC tournament. 5th place match Friday. There's an ace serve for the Spartans. Kaylee Warnke. Boyd County served it strong all match. 3-1 Boyd County off to the early lead. They've had slow starts in each of the first 3. Serve played by Beal. Sears into the net. 4-1 early lead for Boyd County here in the 4th. Trying to close it out. Ainsworth trying to keep their season alive and force a 5th set. Warnke tough serve. Played nicely by Beal this time. Bump set Flynn for Sears. Pokes it down the line. Warnke is there. Back to Zeisler. Off the block. One-handed stab by Jones to get it across the net. Swing by Mary Johnson is into the net. Point Ainsworth. Bulldogs down 4-2. Trail 2-1. Stewart moves into a sub-district final in Class D2 against St. Mary's after sweeping Santee. Overpass serve put away by Megan Jones, her 5th kill. It started with a tough serve from Jaylee Good. It was overpassed, and Jones put it to the floor. Megan with 14 kills. Grayson Painter a little quiet in that 3rd set. Only 1 of her 13 kills came in that 3rd set. Tipped over by Finnegan. Bulldogs keep it alive and get it across. Here come the Spartans. They back set it for Mary Johnson. Tough swing played nicely by Jaylee Good and kept alive by Beal. But the free pass attempt by Sears is wide to the far side. Boyd County certainly with more of a bounce in their step, but again, they rotate basically almost all the positions. There's only a couple players that go all 6 rotations. Serve handled by Beal. Swing for Grayson down the line. Nice dig by Warnke. Poked across in 2 by the Spartans. Bulldogs there. Back to Grayson again. Tough swing. Gets it off of Warnke. Mary Johnson into the middle. Dug by Jaylee Good. Bump set Grayson one more time. This time the big rip. They're going to say off the tape instead of the block. 4 contacts on the Bulldogs. 6-3. Spartans lead the 4th. Won the 1st and the 3rd. Bulldogs in the 2nd. Serve handled by Beal. Grayson, though, can only set it across from a tough angle. Left side swing Finnegan. That one dug by Painter. Right back to Grayson. Off the block down. Gets it off the block of Mary Johnson. There's the 14th kill for Grayson Painter. Maisie Johnson leads the Spartans with 11. Spartans 6-4 in the 4th. Serve for Jones. Handled by Luber. But it'll lead to a free pass. Can the Bulldogs take advantage? Flynn back sets it for Sears. Cross-court attack dug by the Spartans. Little tip try is covered. Grayson off the block. Saved by Warnke. Maisie Johnson pokes it away from the block. Nice dig by Peyton Sears. And the Bulldogs in as Jaylee Good off the rafters on 3rd contact. Dives. Gets it across the net. The Spartans thought it was going to go long, and it finds the back line. That's a diving dig that goes as a kill for Jaylee Good. Bulldogs will then 1 at 6-5. Bullet serve down the line, but just wide for Megan Jones. Just the 5th service error for Ainsworth against 8 aces. Spartans have 15 ace serves and 7 service errors. Both teams serving it pretty well. Finnegan runs under a jump serve. Side spinner. Nice play by Grayson Painter. Thought it was going to be an ace. It'll lead to a free pass. Here come the Spartans. Warnke with a bump set for Jaylee Lechtenberg. She sends that one long. Point Bulldogs. Brown back in for Boyd County as Finnegan exits. Warnke, one of the only 6 rotation players for Boyd County. She and Maisie Johnson. Tough serve. Sears handled nicely by Brown. Middle for Maisie. Big rip. Wow, that's the fastball from Maisie Johnson out of the middle. Her 12th kill. Spartans lead 8-6 in the 4th, up 2-1. Stewart a winner over Santee. They'll play St. Mary's tomorrow. We'll have that match on FM 92 in the web as the serve is long from Ryman, and that's a break for the Bulldogs as Claire Ryman has 7 ace serves in this match, but she commits the error there. 8-7. Serve handled by McCarthy. They'll set it up for Warnke. Nice dig by Lily Beal. It goes across the net. Warnke is there. Maisie Johnson, another big swing. One-handed stab by Painter to save it, but Beal and Sears can't reach 2nd contact. And that will be a kill for the Spartans. Maisie Johnson's 13th. Boyd County 9-7 in a tight 4th set. Tough serve handled by Beal. Nicely set across in 2 by Flynn. Thought we might see double contact, but no, they let it go. Here come the Bulldogs again. Swing by Jaylee Good. Cross court. Dug by Brown. Ryman sets it up for Lechtenberg into the middle. Beal right there for the dig. Bump set for Jaylee Good on the roll shot. Little tip try kept alive by Ryman, and she sets it deep. Painter tracks it down. Back row for Grayson. Little roll shot dug by Warnke. Ryman for Lechtenberg. Sets it into the net. Long rally point Bulldogs, and Ainsworth has climbed back to within 1 here in this 4th set. 9-8 Spartans with a lead. Graff out, Beal to serve. Jones back up front as Beal serves it into the net. 10-8 Spartans. Another rotation as Brown exits the back row. In comes Finnegan to the front row. Lechtenberg will serve, and then she'll go out for the libero McCarthy. Serve handled by Painter. Here's Jaylee. Good. That one, a little roll shot is down. 8 kills for Jaylee Good now. And out will go Jaylee Lechtenberg, and in comes Luber. Spartans lead 10-9 in the fourth, up 2-1. Winner gets Niobrara Verdigris. Westholt falls to Humphrey Lindsay in 3, and their season comes to an end in the C2-4 semis. Tough serve leads to a free pass. Here comes the Bulldogs. Middle for Jaylee. Good. This one, the fastball from Jaylee, and it's out beyond the basketball supports for Jaylee's 9th kill. Jaylee Good closing in on double figures. She's had an active fourth set. Tied at 10 in the fourth. Bulldogs trying to keep their season alive. Tough serve for Flynn, handled nicely by Maisie Johnson. Left side, Finnegan touched on the block. Bulldogs can't get to it. That's the 5th kill for Finnegan. The Spartans have 6 players between 4 and 13 kills. Bulldogs have 14 from Painter, 9 from Good, 5 from Jones, and then 1 for Peyton Sears. Bullet serve for Warnke is an ace. Jaylee got underneath it, but it shot to her left. That was a beautiful serve from Kaylee Warnke. Her 3rd ace serve. That's been the difference. The Spartans at the service line. Warnke, deep serve played by Beal. Flynn chases it down. Back row attack, Grayson. Off the block of Zeisler and down for Grayson's 15th kill. 12-11 Spartans in the fourth. Jaylee Good runs under a jump serve. Sends a floater across to Maisie Johnson. Right side Zeisler, flat-footed across. Flynn with the dig. Bulldogs get to it, and Painter sets it deep. Warnke will back set one for Mary Johnson. That swing is into the net. Ainsworth is tied it at 12. Good. Sends the serve over to Warnke. Zeisler will set it up for Mary Johnson, who pokes it over. Grayson Painter is there. Back to Painter. Left side down the line. Dug by Warnke. Mary Johnson sets it up for Finnegan. Nice save by Flynn. It'll lead to a free pass, but it's out of bounds by Sears. Spartans with the point. 13-12 Boyd County. Kyla McCarthy into serve. Out goes Zeisler. McCarthy, the junior libero, has 1 ace serve. Nearly had 2. Nice dive by Jaylee Good to keep it alive. Swing down the line by Jones. What a save by McCarthy. Leads to a free pass on a great swing from Jones. Bulldogs go left side to Grayson. Rips it off the block. McCarthy kept it alive with one hand, but across the center line and wide of the antenna. That's 16 kills for Grayson Painter. We are tied at 13 in the fourth set. Served by Jones. In on the back line. Megan picks up her first ace since the opening set. Gives her 3 in the match. Bulldogs take the lead in the fourth. 14-13. Trying to force a 5th set. Jones' serve into the net. 14 all, mid-stages of set number 4. Out Luber, back into the front comes Jaylee Lechtenberg. Finnegan to the service line. She'll exit for Brown after this rotation. Back set it, Peyton Sears pokes it across. Nice save by Mary Johnson. They go back to Mary, she pokes it down the line. Beal is there, left side, Painter into the net. 15-14, teams trading points. Spartans up 2-1, trying to reach tomorrow night's final against Niobrara Verdigris, the 4 seed. Serve eats up Beal, and it's an ace. Spartans with yet another ace serve. This time it's Ashlyn Finnegan, her first. Spartans with a 2-point advantage, 16-14. This serve into the net. 9th service error by Boyd County. Now Finnegan exits, Madeline Brown returns. Spartans go about 10 players deep on their rotation. Again, the only two that play the full 6 rotations are Maisie Johnson and Kaylee Warnke. Warnke with the serve receive, and Maisie will slip it across. Sears is there. Bulldogs set it up for Grayson. Down the line, it's off of Warnke and down. 17 kills, Grayson Painter. Bulldogs back-to-back points, and we're tied at 16. Tight. Winner moves on. The loser will get ready for the winter sports season. Peyton Sears fires a tough serve across off of McCarthy. Chased down by Mary Johnson, and McCarthy gets it across. Great save on a tough serve. Bulldogs right back to Painter into the middle. Dug across the net by Warnke. Painter can't put it away as it's blocked back by Maisie Johnson on first contact. And the Spartans retake the lead, 17-16. Big point there on a block from Maisie Johnson, her second. And we lost the scoreboard. So it looks like it came unplugged. 17-16, Spartans is the score. We'll have a delay here as they try to get the scoreboard back on. Humphrey Lindsay sweeps West Holt tonight, 25-21, 22, and 21 in the C2-4 Subdistrict semifinals. Stewart with a 25-11, 15, and 12 victory over Santee in the D1-6 semis. Scoreboard returns to cheers from both fans. Score is correct at 17-16. And Boyd County to serve. Here's Ryman. She's been the toughest server for the Spartans. This one handled nicely by Jaylee Good. The setter dump try by Flynn is played across the net on a dive by Brown. Now the Bulldogs can't get the third contact across as Jaylee Good from the back row just caught the top of the tape, hung there for a moment. If it had fallen on the Boyd County side, it would have been a kill. Instead, it falls on the Ainsworth side. 18-16 Spartans is the rotation the Bulldogs need to get out of with Ryman serving. Little dump try by Painter is dug. Johnson with the swing long. Maisie Johnson with the hitting error. Bulldogs get out of that rotation with Ryman serving. Spartans lead 18-17 in the fourth, up 2-1. Grayson Painter served deep middle. Played nicely by McCarthy on a tough serve. Left swing for Warnke is good. Nice swing from the left pin for Kaylee Warnke. She's had a nice match, 5 kills, 3 ace serves, handles setting part-time in the 6-2 for Coach Sandy Warnke. 19-7 Spartans as we get down the stretch in set 4. Back row attack, Grayson. Cuts it left, dug by Ryman. Here's Zeisler. That one in on the back line. 9 kills for Ellie Zeisler. Timeout, Coach Jerry Graff. As the Spartans into the red zone, they lead the Bulldogs 20-17, up 2-1 as we play deep into the fourth set. D1-6 Subdistrict semifinals on KBRB.
Rural healthcare from rural roots. Better healthcare for your family from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Healthcare with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Ainsworth Auto Parts is now Auto Value, located along Richardson Drive, right along East City Park. They offer oil, fluid, wax, and paint, accessories, tools, and shop supplies, as well as ag and heavy-duty parts. We've got the parts, we've got the smarts. Ainsworth Auto Parts, your Auto Value parts store.
Healthy cattle are the foundation of a healthy food supply. Consistent growth has allowed B-Jock Feedlot to build trust with their customers, providing them with the ease of knowing their cattle are in great hands. Let B-Jock Feedlot of Ainsworth guide you in your cattle feeding and agricultural endeavors.
And now the Bulldogs off the timeout get the point as the serve goes up into the rafter. And a good timeout for Coach Graff as Ainsworth gets a point on the 10th Spartan service error. 20-18, Bulldogs serve from Beal. Ainsworth down 2. Swing for Zeisler. It's through the double block and down. Big rip for Ellie Zeisler. As that one a heavy swing through the double block for Zeisler's 10th kill. Spartans 4 away from a 4-set victory. Jaylee Lechtenberg, a bullet serve off a Painter, chased down by Sears. Bulldogs get it across one-handed. Megan Jones to keep it alive. Back set, Warnke swing into the net. Nice set for Ryman on the run, but Warnke swung it into the tape. Bulldogs down 2, 21-19. Out goes Lechtenberg, back in Luber. And Willa Flynn with the serve, off the tape and out of bounds. Tape just redirected the ball down the line. Wide, 8th service error for Ainsworth. 22-19, Boyd County 3 away from a rematch of last Friday's NVC tournament 5th place match. Spartans up by 3. Warnke fires a jump serve across to Beal. Flynn pokes it over in 2, tight to the net. Warnke is there. Mary Johnson sets up Finnegan down the line. Dug by Painter. Bulldogs go to Jaylee Good. Little poke shot is covered by Finnegan. Spartans push it across. Back set for Sears. Touched on the block and dug by Warnke into the rafters. Nice diving play by Mary Johnson to keep it alive. Spartans get it across. Bulldogs go out to Jones. Touched on the block. Put back by Zeisler. Ainsworth there. Right back to Megan. Left pin. Blocked back. One-handed save by Flynn and Sears, but nobody can reach third contact. Ellie Zeisler's third ace block will lead to a timeout from Coach Jerry Graff, her second and final. As Boyd County with a 4-point lead, 2 away from a 4-set win here in the semis, 23-19 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard.
Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Dr. Kathy Heinrich serves this area with complete professional eye care. Vision care is available now from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday with Dr. Kathy Heinrich at Ainsworth Vision Clinic. Call 402-387-1531 for an appointment.
Farm Bureau Financial Services of Ainsworth offers you auto, home, and life insurance, annuities, and IRA. Contact Angie Davis with Farm Bureau Financial Services located on Main Street in Ainsworth.
Bureau Wireless is your one-stop shopping destination for all of your communication needs. Whether you're looking for cell phones, accessories, home internet service, or home phone service, Bureau has you covered with the lowest rates and the best coverage in the industry. Stop on down at our store corner at Highway 20 in Main and Ainsworth. Bureau Wireless, we are where you are.
Boyd County 2 points away from the match. Off the timeout, good serve for Warnke. Played nicely by Beal. Back set it for Jaylee Good. Cross-court shot. Dug up into the rafters by Warnke, but the second contact attempt by Mary Johnson is into the net as she tried to go over the net with it. Point Ainsworth, 23-20. Bulldogs into the red zone, but down 3. Jaylee floats a serve across to Maisie Johnson out of system. It'll be a free pass to the Bulldogs. Can they take advantage? Grayson back in the front row. They give her the swing. Off of Warnke. Chased down by Luber. Spartans can't get it across as Zeisler's third contact into the net. Bulldogs 2 straight points off the timeout. 23-21. Spartans trying to reach match point. Bulldogs on a 2-point run. Serve from Jaylee Good. Played by Johnson. Spartans out of system again. Swing for Mary Johnson. Block back, but out of bounds. Megan Jones got the block back, but it went just wide on the far side. And Mary Johnson has given Boyd County match point at 24-21. Kyla McCarthy with the serve. Sends it deep. Beal played it. Might have been out of bounds. Kept alive and across the net. Sears keeps it alive for the Bulldogs. A free pass to Ainsworth. Jaylee Good is there. Flynn pushes left for Painter. Down the line, dug by Warnke. Here's Johnson for the match. Roll shot, dug by Good. Bump set Flynn for Jones. Block back, covered by Painter. Bulldogs get it across with Jones. And it's down. Megan Jones saves match point number 1 in the season, at least momentarily, for Ainsworth. Match point number 2, 24-22. Jones with the serve, the lone senior for the Bulldogs. Here's Maisie Johnson off the block and down. Maisie Johnson wins it for the Spartans, 25-22 in set number 4. Boyd County wins it 3-1 and will face Niobrara Verdigris for the Subdistrict Championship tomorrow night here at Rock County. Your Tri-County Bank match final, D1-6 Subdistrict semis. Boyd County with the win over the Ainsworth Bulldogs, 25-21, 17-25, 25-15, 25-22. We'll come back to tell you more about it in our Tri-County Bank into the match summary after this.
Quality care for quality cattle. At RK Cattle Company of Longtime, they have the facilities and equipment to meet the ever-changing needs of the cattle feeding industry. Call Ryan Ortner to learn more at RK Cattle Company, phone 402-273-4424.
Acura Van